Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Overtime Sports Show. I'm AV. You see my partner dancing in the background. G-Man is in the
That
building.
song got me dancing all the time right there. What up, y'all? How y'all feeling? I'm live in the 97 on the Box podcast room. But, hey, man, I'm ready for Memorial Day weekend. I'm ready to talk sports. And let's get it on and popping, baby.
We got to do it, of course. We love for you to like, share, comment. It's always important to hear what you have to say. G-Man, the money is flowing in college football across the country, but it may make its way to high schools right here in Texas. What do you think about high school athletes receiving endorsement payments? Man,
yeah, look, I'm all for people making money, especially if they do it the right way. I mean, if somebody like TikTok or Instagram or somebody want to go ahead and they're doing it now as it is. I mean, you can make money on those social media platforms, so why not let them maybe endorse maybe a product or something. I think it's a good idea. I know we had a poll up, and there it is right there. 56%, 58% said yes, and 73% that the high school athletes should accept money for endorsement deals.
Yeah, everybody on the 97.9, the box poll, 73 that said yes. Of course, being a younger end demo, and 27% said no. On our Magic poll, of course, is a little bit more balanced, 58 to 42%. I just think back to when we were playing in school, man, we were broke. When I'm talking about broke and poor, we were poor. So if we could get an endorsement deal playing sports back then, I can just imagine, especially with some of the businesses that were in the community, because you think about like Little League football. I remember oftentimes when we were coaching or either playing, we were, trying to get money from businesses throughout the community to help us with our uniforms and everything else. So in high school, I can just imagine, man, this would definitely be a benefit to some families and some students. So it's not a bad idea, but you made a valid point. They're doing it on TikTok anyway.
Yep, TikTok, Instagram. Hey, long as you're doing it the right way, you ain't acting a damn fool. Why not make some money? Don't go out there acting a damn fool, showing flashing guns and all this other stuff. Hell, NFL players are doing that now and get suspended. So yeah, as long as you act right, hey, go get that bread. Go get that ciabatta, in the word of zero. Yes, sir.
Yep. And the High School Coaches Association already announced they got a new partnership with a private company out of Austin called Eckert Sports. And, of course, Summer Creek High School coach Kenny Harrison and North Shores High School coach John Kay said they already subscribed. So they could see it coming down the line. So they already
I think eventually it's gonna happen eventually.
Let's get ready.
Give them some food or something, give cars to go eat or something, man.
But you know what? Think about this. What is it? Athletic Athlete, the company that a lot of us have bought shoes from, clothes from. That's in several of our communities. Think about if that was somebody had a deal with them. I mean, we've spent so much money in this store, in this company anyway. It would be good for them to be able to have a deal of some athlete being endorsed by them at the same time. So I'm all for it. Speaking of all for it, man, did you play Little League football? Flag football?
Actually, I did. I played, but not. Yeah, no, I was too scared. I didn't want to get hurt, so I played baseball. I didn't even play basketball. I just played baseball only. But I did. Actually, I take that back. I'm gonna tell you a little story what happened to me. So when I was 15, I looked younger than what I was. So I played Little League baseball under my nephew's name. I played with 12-year-olds, and then they got me to play football. So I played for the 49ers in Pasadena as a 15-year-old with 12-year-olds. So I was busting them up. So.
That's why they're breaking all kind of rules.
And they kicked me out the last game. They said. They're like, you're not supposed to be playing. I'm like, so they kicked me out. They kicked me out the league, but I did play about 5 games.
They let you last the whole season. Well, we went up through the ranks, man, playing flag football, of course, organized football, middle school, high school, the whole 9 yards. And I know how valuable it is, especially in the inner city and beyond. So today we decided to bring in the president of Who's Next NFL Flag Football. Ben Garrett is here with us to talk about Who's Next NFL Flag Football, and it's going to be a benefit to your children. So Ben, we welcome you, man. Thank you for joining us on the Overtime Sports Show today.
Man, thank you guys for having me today.
Man, listen, flag football, woo!
I'll play flag. I'll definitely do that. Just don't hit me.
But if you played with us, Ben, he was going to get hit somewhere along the line. Somebody out there was going to get tackled. But I know that's not what you. Yeah, I know that's not what you are about, being in the Who's Next NFL Flag Football. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, yeah, we offer co-ed ages from 4 to 17. Co-ed will stop at 9 years of age, and then we'll go female and male. But we got a great thing going with Every Kid Sports. So
Yeah.
we have what's called financial assistance, right? So we have Play for 10. So just say anyone was on Medicaid, SNAP, or WIC, Every Kid Sports will pay 140 of their 150 registration fee. So the parents only have to pay $10.
Oh man, you can't
Parents
beat
only
that
have to pay
deal.
$10, right? We have just partnered with Rice University, so our games will be played inside their bubble on Rice campus on every Saturday starting June 25th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a good.
I definitely want to come
Yeah.
check that out one day. I want to come out and see it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of talent. It's a lot of talent out here in the city. And these kids, man, they get an added benefit. They receive authentic NFL reversible jersey, and also registration fee. They will be attending the September 17th game versus University of Louisiana Raging Cajuns. So they get a ticket to a Rice football game, an NFL jersey, and just a fun time.
Yeah, and you talked about it. One thing I love, Ben, you said it's co-ed. So this
Co-ed.
is an opportunity for everybody,
Right.
Sons and daughters, brothers and sisters could play together. That's a good thing, man. We never had that growing up. We would wish for a moment like this to see an opportunity to play with our sisters from the neighborhood.
Sister, at that age, when between 4 and 9, the girls are a lot faster than some of the boys.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And so, girls play flag football as well, and we encourage them to come out and have a great time, fellowship with us. And we have what's called the buddy system. So as you go through the registration process, say for instance you have 10 people that you want to be on the same team, we acknowledge that. So if you had your guys from your neighborhood or whatnot, and you wanted to be on the same team, we would make sure that you would be on the same team. And then we also have a draft. So if you don't have anyone that you want to be on the team with, once you register, we put you in the draft, and then we draft you to a team.
Yeah,
That's dope.
I love that.
I love it.
When
yeah.
is it? When does the league kick off? When does it start?
The league kicks off June 25th, goes through July 30th. Summer session, kids out of school, they need something to do. It's one game every Saturday, and practices are on that Saturday, an hour before the game.
Talk about some of the fundamental things that you guys teach and the benefits, of course, because this is a great time in the summertime. I think as we keep our kids active, we see so much going on from the school shootings and things that are happening across the world. Talk about some of the valuable lessons that the children will learn, the boys and girls will learn as part of being part of the Who's Next NFL Flag Football League.
Right. Basic fundamentals, footwork, sportsmanship, high moral standards, things of that nature that we offer with all our coaches. And we have volunteer coaches that will be participating as well. These kids, a lot of them just need something to do, something to be a part of, and we offer that on a wide variety. Yes, sir.
We got to ask you too, man, to retract. What do you think about these high school football players, man, and athletes being allowed to accept money from endorsement deals? I know you played ball, so what do you think about that if that was available for you back then?
Look, we would have took it. We would have took it because you got to think about it. You out there, a lot of people are out there, they're betting on games and stuff anyway, like the parents and whatnot. But, some of these kids and their families, they need to eat. A lot of these kids, I coach at Sharpstown High School right now, and I can tell when my kids come in, girls or boys, if they didn't eat the night before, right? Or if because they come to school just to eat. So if you have a star athlete, and he or she, of that quality to receive benefits and it's legal, I don't see a problem with it.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I agree.
Woo.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, because we had a lot of hungry days.
A lot of hungry days.
I ate a lot of them sugar cookies back in the
Right.
day.
Yeah. That's why our sugar level is high now. Man, trying to survive off snacks throughout the school day. But man, I'm just excited about the Who's Next NFL Flag Football League, and how can people become a part of it? How can we sign up for it, man? Because this is a great thing to keep our children busy, and as you said, they're learning the fundamentals of the game of football, and you're not just learning it from just somebody off the street. You got experts that are out there teaching.
Right. So you can go to who'snextnflflag.com and register. And once you see it, you will see Play for 10. You will see everything that you need to see, Every Kid Sports. and you can click on register. It has everything. And if you want to be a volunteer coach, come and volunteer. The first time that you volunteer and coach, there's no charge for you. I give you a discounted rate on the second one, but you just come out and just have fun, right?
Yeah.
And the thing about it is for our kids to have fun and get out the house, stop looking at their phone so much, get more active, and with flag football, there's no injury. We're not hitting anyone. We're not going to have any concussions or anything like that. And just remember, it's not outside in the sun. We will be covered. We will be covered.
I think the parents will like that too.
Right.
What you say? Stay cool, huh?
Right. We will be covered. Exactly.
Listen, I might have to come out there one day and be like, Ben, we need to take them out of the sun, baby. Just for 10 minutes at least, man. Let them get some sun.
Look, on the way walking into the dome, they can get it.
Oh yeah, especially in middle of June. Oh yeah, it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. Get out your car. You're gonna be sweating. Get out the car, man. So,
Right.
So how can people help you as well, man? What are some of the things that the community can do to help you with the NFL Flag Football League?
Okay, I'm looking for referees as well. I actually had some of the Texas. I don't know if you remember the last time we had like a little ice freeze. I actually had an event, but it was like 30 degrees and raining, and some of the Texas cheerleaders came out and they had activation, the blow up activities for the kids. But they come out. We're trying to have a registration party. If we do a registration party for some of the families that may not know how to do the Every Kid Sports and register their kids, then we can set that up. Stay tuned to the website to where they can come out, and we can make sure that all families get registered.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
And I know I got some, I have some young nephews, and I know there are a lot of people here as well who have young children who they see running all through the house, jumping off the couch, hitting the walls and everything, and they need some to release this energy and at the same time learn about football. And this was one of the things that benefited us growing up, was that we had people teaching us the fundamentals early on, and Ben, talk about the importance of that.
Yeah, early on, some of our locomotor skills are not all the way there. Right, and then we just need to have the IQ of the game, knowing how to pass, knowing how to run, and knowing how to, pull flags, right? Because you got to think about it, a lot of agility is involved with that.
Right.
And it helps you as you become older, and then if you want to go into tackle football, it will help you with that as well.
Yeah. So I know this is going to be every Saturday. Give us the dates once again.
Okay, June 25th, come out for Who's Next? NFL Flag Football, the hottest in the city. All right, your kids will get an authentic NFL reversible jersey. We'll get a ticket to a Rice football game. We are partnered with Rice, and we will be doing this 4 times a year, so stay tuned.
Man,
Who's Next? NFLFlagFootball.com.
Yeah. Ben, hang out with us.
Up.
Yeah. Hang out with us a little bit, Ben. I want to ask you a couple of things as we get into football. Of course, I know me and G-Man, we love football. So, the OTAs are underway, and I know it's not a whole lot. It's T-shirts and shorts taking place with the Texans. But you've been hearing little stuff, even about Davis Mills, and, of course, Brandon Cooks. We've been hearing them about rumors of them connected, with Mills throwing the ball, and they're doing some dynamic things out there. But how much should we really put into OTAs, Ben? I mean, really?
OTAs are important for rookies, right? OTAs are important for rookies because they're getting their feet wet and things of that nature. But, veterans, but with Davis Mills and Cooks, they got to continue to get that bond. Get that bond, get that connection, get that chemistry. Because a lot of times you can look at your receiver and y'all can make eye contact and you know what route you need to do depending on where the DB is lined up in the coverage.
Yeah.
Right?
I think G-Man thinks Texas is going to win the Super Bowl. He's excited about OTAs.
G-Man, you think that?
Man, don't even get me started, man. Nah, I still think. I don't know what I think actually, man. I do know that Davis Mills, the last 5 games, definitely stepped it up. I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. I told you last week I thought maybe we'd win maybe 6, maybe 7 games, but I think they'll win more than 4 than like the last 2 years. So I'm gonna give them 6 games.
Give them 6 games this year?
Yeah, if they do get an OTAs, then they may get 1 extra game. So maybe get 7 games. I don't know.
What you think, Ben? You think we'll be a little better? I mean, I know you got your college thing behind you as well.
Right.
But what you think? You think the Texans gonna win 6 or 7 this year?
It's a possibility, brother. It's a possibility. Davis Mills did come on strong at the end. He did. I will agree with G-Man on that one right there. But you just got to make sure that every facet of the team holds up, man. You got to make sure of that. You know.
Yeah,
I like the picks. I like the picks, man. I like the draft picks. I don't know if they're gonna help out right away. I know the offensive line normally comes in. They struggle a little bit when they first come in the league. Mm-hmm. You know, we talked about Cowboys. Look at Tyron Smith when he first came in. He was holding every play, and now he's all pro. You know what I mean? You got to get them games under your belt. So I'm excited, a little bit excited. I don't want to say I'm excited, but I'm a little bit excited. So we'll see. We got the Giants checking in. Shout out to Streak. Shout out to Mika. What up, Mika?
Yeah, appreciate all y'all checking in, definitely. Yeah, man, I just want to get past the preseason, and then I think we can then hopefully make a intelligent decision on how many games they're going to win during the NFL season. Man, I want to get into this. I hated to hear the autopsy results of Steelers quarterback Dwayne Haskins, knowing that he was 3 times the limit, legal limit, with alcohol in his body, and of course he was hit by a dump truck. And then they also said he had anesthetic drugs in him as well, and the cause of death was a blunt force trauma. Man, I hated to hear that, but we knew something.
Well,
it had to be something.
You know, the story came out that he was at a nightclub the night before with some homies. So even if you're partying until 3 or 4 in the morning, that's going to be in your system for a while. So he got hit at after 6 in the morning, between 6 and 7 a.m. He's definitely full of alcohol in his body. It's not going to go away in an hour or two. There ain't no way.
Yeah. So
could it have maybe messed up his judgment a little bit? I think so. I mean, you know. It's just an unfortunate accident, man. I just
you hated to hear that, but you know,
and then
to hear that news come out,
and then they come out with everything else, like, oh, he had a female passenger in the car, knowing that he's married. They didn't have to go all like that, but he was out hanging out with the homies. And they drank, but
and then with him, like I said, with him walking down the down the highway, at that time, it's like. It's just devastating, man. When you hear that news, man, like for me and G-Man, you see, it's really disturbing.
Yeah.
As a former quarterback and playing football, and myself having a concussion before, some of these things need to be dealt with at an earlier stage. I believe I can't speak on it because I wasn't there like that, but I do know that we all know that something was not right with Dwayne, Mr. Haskins. Rest in peace. To his family, condolences and everything, but the people that was around him probably should have figured something out beforehand.
They should have said, "No, you ain't driving. We're millionaires, man. Let's get a ride share. Let's get a limo, something." I mean, but a lot of times too, I see it in the clubs where I'm at now. People love to roll up in their new rides. They want to show off their cars when they shouldn't be driving.
Right.
So I mean. It's just an unfortunate situation. The young age, man, he should be here right now.
Yeah. Especially when your alcohol level is 3 times the limit.
But you understand too that you drink 1-2 beers, they gonna say you're legally drunk. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a big dude. He could have had more liquor in him. I don't know, but
right. Yeah, man. So, and I don't know if his family. I don't know if they're benefited because how many years has he been in the league?
I think it was like 4 years. I think it was like 4 or 5.
I don't know if he had made the retirement.
Yeah, he did 2 years or 2 or 3 with Washington, and 4. So he was going into his 5th year.
Yeah, so he may have made it. What is it? I think 5 years is it
for pension?
For the pension, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, speaking of pensions, my homeboy used to play with the Cowboys when I lived in Dallas. He missed the pension by 1 game. He got his pension in the CFL. But he missed his NFL pension by 1 game, so
because now you got to think in terms too of like I said, the benefit that will his family still get the benefits, will they still reap the NFL benefits after this has happened? Because I mean, I'm sure a lot of them, like most of the NFL families, they
but it was an accident. It was an accident. It was an accident. So he should. It was an accident.
Yeah.
It's not like he tried to jump on the freeway on his own and try to commit suicide. Nah, he wasn't trying to do all that.
The way they're trying to make it seem.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Right. I get lost. What do y'all think about the Pro Bowl changes coming up? This first of all,
I can't even watch the Pro Bowl no more. I can't even watch it no more. No tackling, no hitting.
Yeah.
No
I mean, they might as well
blitzing.
wait.
They'd be better off. They'd be better. Do you know before the Pro Bowl they actually have the flag NFL
Yeah,
flag game?
they
right?
should play flag football.
So the Pro Bowlers should really just go ahead and play a real game of flag football and it'd be more competitive.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Commissioner Goodell, he realized that the game is not working. He says he know that the game itself doesn't work. And it's like you said, all right, make it a flag football game.
I think Sean Taylor that hit on that punter that one year. I think that's what cut out the whole hitting in football because Sean Taylor laid that punter out. R.I.P. Sean Taylor. But yeah, man, I think that was the last time I saw somebody get hit in the Pro Bowl game.
Yeah. I just think, man, it's a vacation. Might as well be out there doing. I'd rather just see like a skills competition. Just turn it into a skills competition.
It'd still be better if it was in Hawaii, though. If it was in Hawaii, I think the players would definitely, go out there more. Yeah.
Yeah, that COVID shut that down. It was like, no, we're gonna stay right here. Go to Vegas and call it a Pro Bowl weekend. Man, once again, listen, we thank you, Ben Garrett, man. Appreciate you hanging out with us today. The president of the Who's Next NFL Flag Football, and once again, give us those dates. So, and the age limit, of course, so parents can get their sons. Watch this, it's co-ed. Sons and daughters.
Yeah.
And daughters. Sons and daughters. So ages are 4 to 17. 4 to 17. Who's Next NFL Flag.com. That's where you can register. Every Kid Sports. If you need financial assistance, play for $10. Every Kid Sports will pay $140 of the $150 registration fee. Parents, if you're on Medicaid, SNAP, or WIC, you only have to pay $10. Okay. If you have any questions, email me and I'll make sure I get back to you. Dates are June 25th through July 30th. Who's next?
Yeah.
Man, good month of good flag football. Yeah.
And it will be at Rice University inside their bubble. So we'll be inside in the AC AstroTurf, which is brand new. It's only been built 2 years ago.
We got to broadcast them out there, G, man.
For sure.
Yeah, come on now. And broadcast. Get a kid with you and have them broadcast with you one of the games.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down. Shoot, I'm always down.
Especially since it's on the inside in the cool.
Yeah. Right. If we was outside, I'd be like, can I get in the trailer? Can I get in the truck?
Right.
We sweat. Yeah. Well, Ben, appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining us today, man. And we definitely, you got to come back on. Of course, as we get closer to the start of the season, definitely come back on. We look forward to hanging out with you as well.
Yeah. Thank you so much for you guys having me out here, man. And I want to say, I know you have a Howard alum in the house, but I just want to let them know that North Carolina A&T Aggies, HBC is in the building. Can I get an Aggie? Right? I just want to say that.
Listen, man. Round here, we represent Texas Southern University.
I understand,
baby. We got to close the door on you. But all that, can I get a what? No. We heard y'all sell good cool cups down there at North Carolina AT&T.
Hey, A&T.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't remember. I didn't know y'all was on the map. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I really appreciate it, brothers. D, man.
Thank you,
man. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right, man. There it is. That's pretty cool. That's gonna be a good event, man. 4 years old, start them early. A lot of people like to start them off early playing, real football. Yeah. But man, the injuries. A lot of parents are don't let their kids play that early. They wait till they're at least middle school. Or this is a perfect way to get them to learn the game early, learn the nuances of it, learn the rules. Man, and it's the NFL sponsored. Oh yeah, man,
yeah. And I'm excited. Just like baseball with the T-ball for baseball. I think flag football is something like he said. You get a chance to come out, learn the fundamentals of the game. So you won't throw them out there trying to, have on shoulder pads, trying to learn how to tackle and all of this. I think especially at 4, it's too early. Let them get in, and then as they grow and develop, then put them in the regular Little League football and let's go for it. Speaking of going for it, man, NBA playoffs, NBA Minute powered by our good friends at Hennessy. Never stop, never settle. Let's get into the playoffs real quick.
I'm a little upset about these playoffs, man, because a lot of these games are blowouts. They're like blowouts. You know what I mean? It's like we have a good close game every once in a while, but for the most part, they're all blowouts, man. 20-point leads, losing a 30, 25-point lead. It's not even. I don't even think it's even fun to watch just because it's a blowout. I'm like, I'm sitting there. Yeah. I'm just sitting there last night saying, "Is Golden State gonna come back? They're down by 25." I'm like. I think the last time we had a close game was the Miami Boston game, like game 1 or something like that.
Yeah, man, I don't know if I'm the only one that's and can the Mavs make a miracle? Absolutely not.
No,
I didn't even expect Dallas to be here in the Western Conference Finals. I was shocked by them just making the Western Conference Finals.
If they would have not blown that game 2 lead, I think we're at could be 2-2. For sure 2-2. If they would have blown that lead, they would have had a 25-point lead. That right there, no team has ever come back down 3-0. Never.
No. Golden State is back. They back rolling into the NBA Finals. I think it'll probably be Golden State and Boston in the finals. I'm just unsure about Miami and the injuries. Right now, man, it's looking real shaky for the Heat. To me,
yeah. Well, even Boston, Marcus Smart was out the last game too. So
yeah,
he's dealing with issues. I mean, but yeah, Miami, you got Tyler Hero hurt. Yeah. Butler ain't 100%.
Right. Yeah, he's not right. So I'm looking probably gonna be Boston and Golden State, man, and hopefully.
Who you go with on that? You going with Boston? Or you going with
I just feel like it's like the storyline is. Just for Golden State to bounce back and win, man. Go from, a horrible, injury plagued team, bad season, and now here they are back on the top, back on the throne, man. I just feel like it's set up for that. I don't know. I would hope Boston would win.
Yeah, we'll see tonight. Hopefully in a blowout.
Yeah, and they announced the All NBA team. Gee, man, I didn't see your name on the list.
Yeah, they don't ever put a Mexican on there. I think the last Mexican on there was Robin Lopez or somebody. He ain't even Mexican. He just got a Mexican last name.
Well, the first team alongside Bucks for Giannis, he's joined by Devin Booker, Luka, of course, and Jason Tatum, Memphis guard Jay Morant, Stephen Curry, DeMar DeRozan, Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid were all named to the second team. I was looking for your boy James Harden. Do you think James should have been on it?
No, not this year.
Not Harden, man?
No, not this year. I mean, no. Not with the in-season trade, the whole nine. If he would have stayed a whole year in Brooklyn and put up his numbers and did what they did, I could see him getting on either third team or second team. But yeah, I think they held it against him. To be honest.
Yeah, they did. You got Trey on the third team, Chris Paul, LeBron made the third team, and of course, Karl Anthony Towns.
I thought LeBron could at least been second team the way he was playing. He played out of his mind. I ain't gonna lie.
He played out of his mind. Yeah, I think they just punished him for being on that horrible Lakers team. It's like we got to put him on here, so let's put him on the third team. Yeah, for me, I'll just say that too. Where is Jimmy Butler on here?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't even know who's voting on these things. I know that's between coaches and players and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't put too much stock into that stuff, man.
Yeah,
just like the Pro Bowl, just like the Pro Bowl in football. You always gonna have somebody who's like, how he not make the Pro Bowl?
Yep. And it's what? So
they just need to make it like a Little League All-Star. Everybody makes the All-Star team. Everybody makes it. Yeah.
Get a participation trophy.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man, everybody have a great upcoming Memorial weekend, and want to drop this off as we get ready to head out the door. He made a wonderful speech. I want to say speech because, a lot of times it's all about what you do with your platform, especially when you're on the world stage. And Coach Kerr got up and talked about, of course, the horrific shooting and the politics, and the government, and what we need to do and step up as far as these gun laws. I mean, everybody's talking about the legislation, what needs to change. We know we have certain senators who are not doing anything. They're with the lobbyists. They holding on to their positions over people. And Coach Kerr spoke out, and some people felt like he should not have said anything. So how do you feel about sports figures chiming in on current events in politics? I think we need to, because
you have the platform. Your platform is big. You have millions of followers. even if they're not following you, they know who you are. If you're talking
Right.
at a press conference, they're definitely going to listen. I know LeBron James sent out his condolences on Twitter yesterday as well.
Yeah.
You look at the retweets and the likes. I mean, it's thousands and thousands. So yeah, the platform is definitely there. If you're going to speak on it and maybe speak on, the tragedy, it's one thing. But, I mean, you can't really get into political talking about gun laws and we should have did this and we should have done that. I think that's for another time and place. But I definitely think, they should speak out on how it affects not just that community, but everybody. Everybody who has kids. I mean, can you imagine sending your kid to school and then them not coming home in the summer? I mean, I was thinking about it today. I'm like, there's at least, I think the last count was 18 kids or something or 19. So you figure there's 19 families out there who are just, their lives are just destroyed. I mean, I don't think there's any, I've never lost a child and I don't ever want to experience it, but I can't imagine, going all my life, and being a happy person. And I just can't imagine. I don't know. I can't
tough.
imagine it.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
tough,
imagine.
like you said.
I would never want to be in that shoe.
No.
And you can't tell somebody who lost a child, I know what you're feeling, because you don't know what it's. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like. I don't even want. So my heart, my thoughts and prayers to them families, because it's their lives are destroyed.
Yeah, and think about it. Some of these kids in this school wear jerseys, wear stuff from our athletes. They look up to them as icons, and I think it's by right, their right to speak up and to say something about the current events that are happening across the world. And if you got to spank a politician on the hand and you need to fire them up to do their job and to represent these communities where they've lost these kids and they won't be able to get these loved ones back, yes, because Kerr's a parent, most of the NBA players are parents. And so to me, they got a right to speak out on whatever's happening in this world. And like you said, our thoughts and prayers and our efforts, just not our thoughts and prayers, but our efforts have to go to everything to make sure stuff like this does not ever happen again in this country, man. So
and I hate seeing that, because as a parent, I hate to have to talk about it. We have to talk about it, and it just I mean, you feel like, I don't feel like, when I talk about it, it's not like, oh, I'm just an opinion. I'm just reporting the news. I feel it. I mean, yesterday, it was hard for me to talk about it on the air yesterday. It was hard for me to talk about it today. Just talking to my wife about it and just thinking about it in the car. I'm like, man, there's 19 parents who sent their kids to school, to learn and to be around their friends, and to get gunned down like that. It just
innocent. Innocent children that had nothing to do with whatever narrative they try to put on it with him
and the teacher too.
Had nothing to do with that. And so you hate to see that.
And then you look on Twitter, and everybody's going after every politician who's talking about the Second Amendment and talking about the NRA, and then they're going, you don't want gun law. I don't know. It's a slippery slope. I mean, it's just
Everybody we don't mind people having guns, but we want you to be responsible. Now, we don't want an 18-year-old to be able to have access to AR, to be able to get assault rifles and being able to pile up on ammunition to do what he did.
There's one thing to be a gun owner. There's one thing to be a gun owner and be a responsible gun owner and take the classes, know how to use a gun. That I'm all for that. I'm all for that. But just I think about these kids. I think about these kids, and that just breaks my heart. So
we'll leave it right there, man. I know it's just tough, and like you said, our thoughts and prayers, and I know as everybody who's watching agrees as well. Thoughts and prayers are with those families, and it's just it'll never be the same, man. It'll definitely never be the same. I saw that today.
And I think there's like an NRA I think a conference here in Easton. And then what are they gonna say? Oh well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I hate to talk about politics because you have one side who is like don't even want to listen to the other side, and the other side the same. It's like it's just going back and forth, and you're never gonna get a resolution. Nobody's gonna say. People are gonna say, oh well. I don't even like talking about it. Let's stick to sports.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, man. When you deal with evil in the world, it's tough. You can't legislate evil, unfortunately. I mean, as long as this earth is here, you're always gonna have those challenges. So I thoughts and prayers, man. Thank you guys for joining us. As always, like, share, comment. If you're watching this later, you can definitely leave your comment on it. And how can everybody keep up with you, bro?
Man, you already know G-Man979. Shout out to everybody watching right now on my YouTube channel. It's a G's World. Got a lot of just content, local content, a lot of local artists who don't get that shine on the main stage. So we try to, promote a lot of local artists, just stuff, things that I like to do, fly drones, go to concerts, film, be doing crazy stuff. So that's my YouTube channel, of course, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, G-Man979. I had to quit my OnlyFans because I wasn't getting no money. I wasn't making no money on there. Nobody was trying to see me butt naked. So I said, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to drop that. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. I think I might have made 2 cents. It wasn't even enough to pay.
Yeah. It wasn't even 2 cents worth of watching anything. Follow me at Faith and Fame with AV across all social media platforms from, as he said, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, podcast. Everything. Faith and Fame with AV. Y'all be good. Memorial Day weekend. We salute all of our soldiers who definitely fought for this country and gave their lives, and we definitely remember them. I got to remember my father as well. Rest in peace.
Yes, my father as well. I'm not gonna dance today because I don't feel like dancing for what happened yesterday. But let's just say we'll see y'all next Wednesday. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Y'all be safe out there, man. Hug your kids, man. Hug your kids.
Right now.
Yeah.
Peace.